There's a picture of course, there were still issues with the medals because there were the medals from last season, the handmade medals and that kind of thing. But there is a very interesting picture that emerged from here where the GFA president, also bankroller of Dreams FC, was seen holding the trophy without necessarily smiling. It looks like he wasn't in a great mood. And people suggested that he was thinking about all the flights and all the car on board with the Confederation Cup, because Dreams FC will represent Ghana in the CAF Confederation Cup. That is capital intensive as far as that's concerned. Great atmosphere in the evening. This was really wonderful. We've always, and to be fair to Ked, he was the man that really modernized this competition when he was chairman of the FA Cup committee. And now look at that. This was right after a Black Stars game. And two teams that do not have any support base whatsoever in Abrankese. King Faisal have no support at all, even though they're in the Shanti region. Dreams FC obviously even struggled for fans at the Wood this season. How much more thinking about them carrying fans there? So these are just like mostly neutrals that have come to Abrankese to watch this game. We also saw that in Cape Coast when Okowi United made the final against Bechem United. The Cape Coast Stadium was filled to capacity. Yeah. I mean, credit to the organizers, aka the FA, on this one.
Yeah, good job. But I choose to talk about the football on the pitch.
Yes.
I thought it was a very good game. Unfortunately for King Faisal, the two goals they conceded were just sloppy. They would not be happy with the way they conceded those goals. But again, that is the reason why they've been relegated. It just shows you the level that they are playing at, or they are currently operating in at the moment. So I'm happy for Dreams FC, and if you look at their trajectory in this competition, it's been progress season after season after season, and it's about time that they reached the final. It's about time they won it. Last season, I think they reached the semi-finals. This season, they've gone all the way to the final, and they were favourites before this game, and it was very important that they lived up to that favourites tag, and they did brilliantly. There was an incident in the game that that's why they lost. Yeah, that's why.
So I'm not sure what's next for him. But let's talk briefly on Zito. I mean, he seems to be a man that we don't regard a lot in recent memory. But he's always there. First of all, his impact, his influence was what helped them survive relegation. I remember his post-game where he famously said he's the master, and and they call him the professor. He won us that under-20 AFCON title in 2021 as well. He's been at Dreams FC for the longest time, and they've had coaches coming, and every time the situation seems to be deteriorating, he comes in and then he saves the situation. Now he's delivered a trophy.
Yeah, the technical director of the club is always there, irrespective of who comes in to be the coach of the first team. Yeah. So he basically is overseeing the development, Dreams FC, and the everything around technical aspect. So when the main coach is not getting it right, he steps in for the interim. I won't be surprised if at the start of next season they announce another coach and he steps back to be the technical director. It falls off and then he goes back to be to save them. But listen, they finished 6th in the league, the highest ever they've had in the Ghana Premier League. So they finished the highest position ever in the league, and they've gone on to cap it off with the FA Cup victory. So you can straight away consider this season as their best season. Yeah. But talking about Karim Zito, as you said, we've maybe not given him the credit he deserves. He's fast becoming a very good coach for caps. Yeah. Because you rightly mentioned he's taking the under 20s, I should say. He's taking them to win satellites, taking them to win the under 20 competition. And it's been in and around, these cup competitions that he's delivered results. And here he is with Dreams FC delivering it, in the FA Cup. So yeah, congratulations to him, credit to him for the job that he's doing. And they've deserved it, believe me, because they've been unfortunate to have, in the last 2 seasons, come up against Hartlepool and Hartlepool. And those last 2 seasons were very good Hartlepool team that went on to win the cup. This season, they got the better of Hartlepool, and here they are with the trophy. So
this was a